Hey guys, today I'll be doing a manager review on Maurizio Sarri, aka Sarriball. So let's just get into it. As you can see, Sarri has an offensive and defensive 4-3-3 formation. He has two different types of playing styles. For the offensive style, he has possession game where he build up short passes, attacking wide, maintains formation in terms of positioning. His defensive style is frontline pressure, and he presses aggressively. For the defensive tactics now, it's counter-attacking, long passes, down the flanks. Maintain formation, frontline pressure, just like the last one. Containment area wide, pressing aggressive. Let's build the squad now. So for goalkeeper, we're going to need an offensive goalkeeper. Offensive goalkeepers can be like Edison, Allison, Chesney, Yano Black. So because this is Italy, or he's currently coaching in Italy, I'm going to use Chesney. Chesney has the offensive goalkeeper style, as I said earlier. So we're going to need a left back. So we're going to need an offensive fullback, left back. So that can range from, we need him with speed and good passing abilities because he'll be key in our attacking. So that can range from Marcelo, Jordi Alba, Brandon Williams, or Fabra. You can also use Alaba or even Alfonso Davies, but the thing is their stats aren't as good as the ones that you trust. So going over to right back position now, you need another offensive fullback with pinpoint crossing. So you have two offensive right backs that have pinpoint crossing to my knowledge, and that's Alexander Trent Arnold and Cafu. So I'm going to use Cafu. Another substitute that you can use is Wan-Bissaka, but the thing is when you use Wan-Bissaka, it's more sacrificing attack for defense. So he'll defend your flank good and he'll make the runs on the right, but he's crossing, like, whereas Cafu would get 9 out of 10 on target and Wan-Bissaka would get 6 out of 10. So if you don't have Cafu, then you can use Wan-Bissaka or Alexander Trent Arnold. I'm going to continue with the centre backs now. So for centre backs, we're going to need a build up player and a destroyer. So firstly, I'm going to put in Sergio Ramos because he's just one of the best centre backs. I don't have Van Dijk, but Van Dijk is a good substitute. Sergio Ramos is an extra front man, so you can use an extra front man or a destroyer. Patrick Vieira is in defensive mid. If you don't have Vieira, you can use Beckham, you can use Cashmere, you can use Busquets. For the first centre mid forward, Pogba you're gonna need a box-to-box player. This is a player that runs from end to end the entire match, which is Pogba. Pogba is good, excellent passer, excellent shot taker, everything. So I mean, you can use him, but I'd rather use featured Scholes. My second centre mid forward would be a whole player or an orchestrator. For that, I'll use Candreva because he's just that good. I mean, you guys can use Beckham as well, but I prefer to have Beckham on the wing. So Candreva is a whole player, or even an orchestrator. So he'll make the runs and then put out these little cheeky passes. So he'll draw attention from the centre back so that the wings are open. So I'm gonna put Beckham in right wing forward. You just need, on the wing, you need somebody who's fast and somebody who can cross. Beckham has pinpoint crossing, so he's good. Left wing forward now, you're going to need somebody with amazing heading ability. The reason why I say this is because if you look on her right side, which has Cafu, Candreva, and Beckham, all of the players have pinpoint crossing. So more than likely, all of my attacks are going to be coming from the right side. So the persons who will be receiving the crosses are either Paul Scholes, Vera, my striker, or my left wing forward. So you know that I'm going to have to draw for a left wing forward with speed who can also cross, because if I decide to switch the play on the left, he can cross the ball as well. But I will put my left wing forward as Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah. So I'm going to use Cristiano Ronaldo on the left wing, mainly because his heading stats are good. I think he's 94 heading. 95. For the strike now, I'm gonna need a poacher that makes the runs so that my midfielders can make overhead passes or low through passes, or they can receive they can receive the crosses properly. So as Sharc, I'm going to use one of the best poachers and one of the best headers of the ball in the game in Romelu Lukaku. In terms of subs now, we'll need substitutes for everything. Casemiro is a good sub for Vera because he can play defensive mid, centre mid, and even centre back. So I'm keeping him there. Skriniar can play left back and centre back. I won't be needing a right back replacement because Cafu is always on form. He's never off form. It's like the iconic moments players are never off form. Haaland can be used as a substitute, but I'd rather use Werner. So I'm going to put in Timo Werner. I'm going to need an offensive goalkeeper to replace Chesney. So I'm going to use probably Oblak. Left wing, I'm going to need a replacement. So as I said, I can put in Neymar. So I'm going to put in Neymar as a left wing replacement. So I have Neymar as a left wing replacement. I will need a left back replacement as well, just in case. So for left back, I can use Alaba. I don't think I'll use Alaba, I'll just use Brandon Williams. And an extra. For the extra, I guess I can just use a centre mid forward. I'll use either Pogba or Cruz, because Cruz is an orchestrator and Pogba is a box to box. So it doesn't even really matter, because both of them are going to be contributed good to my side. So I'll use Cruz. Set play now. Set play. It doesn't really matter who is the captain. For corners, like, I'll more than likely want Beckham to take all my corners because his curls are good and he can get well. Yeah. In terms of the free kicks, you can either make Scholes or Beckham take it, because, or even Cristiano Ronaldo. Cafu is an excellent set piece player, so you can make that stay. Beckham can take short free kicks, that's okay. And then penalty kicks, you can make Cristiano Ronaldo take those. There you go. In terms of set piece, you'll need one defender and you can use two attackers, because if you use two defenders, then they'll be drawn out of position and more than likely won't be there to recover. So you'll be putting yourself at risk.
The backdrop here, picturesque, idyllic. No doubt one of the best days of the footballing calendar, and it has added to a really jovial, happy mood in the stands, helping to raise the level of sound by more than a few decibels. Shirt sleeve order, very much the dress code. Is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. And already we're underway here.
There's the golden nugget, that is Paul Scholes, one of the game's unsung heroes.
And nothing seems to change him. All that adulation is the same bloke.
Agreed, but on a world level, he ought to have higher status. But he's never been one for hugging the limelight. He just loves being the quiet assassin.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. So, does he stay or does he go? That's the question on everyone's lips, where the manager's contract is concerned.
The speculation is to be expected, Peter, but it doesn't help the dressing room, so the manager's got to hold all that together.
Played into space out wide. Beckham is making a foray down the right.
No efforts on target is acceptable if levels of enthusiasm and energy are good, and they're not.
Scholes! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, as Tesco, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
He's gone for it! It's bounced out! And here's Rabiot, played out to the right. And the shot! And the follow-up! He scored! The breakthrough strike! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Longley, has he found his man? Oh, good interception. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, that's nice. Suso. Scholes. Goes for goal!